Bum 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 bum. Da 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 dum bum 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 bum. The needs of them are see la la da 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 da. Well, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever, wherever, whenever you are. Welcome, and thank you for showing up. Denise Matteau here, and I'm kind of combining my cooking and sewing videos because it's a combined activity. I just this morning finished something I had started yesterday, which was the caramel. Look at how much caramel. I have a nice big slab. It's not quite solid, and I'm not sure how solid it's going to get. It might remain as a caramel sauce. But this is the second wave of whey. When I say second wave, it's because you start with a gallon of milk, boil it up, make cottage cheese, mush it together, blend it a little bit, turn it into cream cheese, and it's very good, and you get a lot from that. And then you boil the whey, and you get ricotta, which still leaves you with a lot of whey. So you take all that cheese out, then you boil the whey and reduce it down with some sugar in it. I think I started with a gallon of milk, so I ended up with about half a gallon or 2/3 of a gallon of whey, probably 2/3. And I added about 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And that boils down, reduces to caramel. Then in the process, I discovered that I had not cleared all of the cheese solids out of the whey. So the second wave still gave me some ricotta solids, but because there was sugar in the whey, they came out very sweet. And suddenly I realized, well, what a nice way to make cheesecake. The next time, or one of the next times I do this, I'm going to sugar the first wave of whey and make a very sweet ricotta, and then use that to make cheesecake. Just an idea. I haven't seen any recipes saying to do it that way, but I don't see why not. And the thing about this requires periodic stirring while it reduces. And so I'll be working on my quilt squares, embroidering a seam, put it down, check it's a perfect companion. Cheese making and caramel making and, this stuff is the perfect companion with hand sewing. You wouldn't probably want to do it if you had a sewing machine up and all that stuff. But when you're just sitting at the kitchen table with some hand sewing and going back and forth, it's the perfect companion activity. And let me get the caramel out of here before I end up with a very sticky quilt. Ooh. I dropped the handle in. That's good stuff. Put it over here. Anyway, there. So, this is block number 6, and I've got all the basic seams in, and now I'm putting on the embellishments. I'm playing with the pistol stitch here. A new stitch I added to my repertoire is the sheaf stitch, which is very easy to do. I'm very pleased with that. And this should be done. I think I'll have this done this afternoon. And that is block number 6 already of the 24. So I'm a quarter of the way through the more time-consuming part of the quilt. Of course, after I get all the blocks done, there's still backing and assembling, or assembling and backing. And I've got I found a nice comforter very thin comforter actually. It's more like just a regular quilt of solid burgundy. I picked up at the Goodwill, and I think that will be the backing for this. So we'll see. Anyway, this is a little bit of Christmas, because that's the other thing. Doing this as I go along, I'm going to be able to collect up a lot of caramel to put together into Christmas gifts, and that will be fun. So that's more of the Brain Dead quilt meets the Crazy Victorian, and makes a sweet deal with the ricotta and caramel. So, God bless some, have mercy on some, and to hell with the rest. Denise Matteau, over and out.